What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Three Show. We hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving and are ready for another action-packed weekend across the NA3HL. Tonight will be a big one as all 12 games are being streamed live for free on NATV as part of our Black Friday special. Before we take a look at what's coming this weekend, let's rewind just a bit. Last weekend featured the East Division Showcase with plenty of action in Marlborough, and the league threw us a few curveballs as well. Let's go ahead and jump right on into things. The Nordiques picked up a much-needed win out in Marlborough, taking down the Buzz in a 3-2 wild contest. Special teams were the story, with all 5 goals between the two teams coming on either the power play or shorthanded. After a scoreless first period, Maine captain Peyton Dyer set the tone, opening the scoring midway through the second with the only goal through 40 minutes. The third is where things got intense as the teams went back and forth trading goals. After the Buzz tied it at 1, Dyer made another impact play, a shorthanded assist to regain the lead. And when the Buzz pulled even again, the captain showed exactly why he wears the C, burying the game winner and finishing the night with all 3 possible points. Moving on to Rochester, after falling to the Woodsmen in overtime last Friday, the Grizzlies have bounced back in a big way. They got their revenge the very next night with an overtime win of their own and carried that momentum into Wednesday's matchup by picking up a huge road win over Alexandria. In the 4-3 overtime win, 4 different players found the back of the net, with 2 of them also adding assists for multi-point nights. Mason Decker opened up the scoring on the power play, but the real fight came late. Down 3-2, Decker set up Sawyer Zubra for the game-tying goal to force overtime, where Connor Gauquelin stepped up and buried the game winner. Gauquelin wasn't done there, as he followed it up with his second straight game winner against the Blizzard on Wednesday, striking with just 9 seconds left in the first period to secure another big win. After a weekend sweep over the Roadrunners, there's only one team who remains undefeated in the entire league, the defending Fraser Cup champions, the Louisiana Drillers. This past weekend brought a personal milestone for Captain Brody Neish, who officially became the NA3HL's all-time leading scorer. We hear from Brody on what this milestone and the Drillers organization means to him.
Yeah, it's a big honor, but I honestly couldn't be here without my teammates, my coaches, just everything, like all the people behind the scenes. And I just got to thank them for everything. But yeah, it is a big honor.
And you came to the Drillers program when you were just 17 years old and now you're 20. Talk about how the organization has shaped you, not only as a player, but as a person as well.
The organization's great. Like Chris Francis, great coach. Like all my teammates, like they've honestly made me the person I am today. And like the organization's done absolutely everything they possibly could to, help me in hockey and basically anything. And I'm forever grateful for, the Drillers organization.
And when we kind of look back at your stats throughout the years, your point totals have climbed each season. Talk about how you've seen your game grow, especially, going in as a teenager, and how you think that Chris Francis and the rest of the program has kind of helped you prepare to make that jump to the next level.
Yeah, honestly, just all starts in like practice every day. I feel like we get that extra ice. We, have really competitive practices, and I feel like that really does help shape us into like good hockey players. And I just think it's been great. Like our team day in, day out, like we work hard, and I feel like that just shows, like, especially everyone on the team grows, like becomes better hockey player. And also obviously getting a little bit older, mature, like a little bit more mature, you definitely grow as a hockey player too.
Switching gears to what's ahead, the Moose and Lumberjacks face off again tonight for the second consecutive weekend. After Minnesota dropped their first 2 meetings of the season with Granite City, they pulled off a huge West Division win last weekend. Rookie defenseman George Erickson reflects on what the group did differently last week and how they plan to replicate that again tonight in order to find success.
I think we've become a lot closer as a team, which I think has been a big thing. We had a bunch of guys that didn't know each other as well, in the first couple months of the season. didn't gel as well, maybe didn't, compete as hard. And over the last, the in between time in between those two games, I think our compete has gotten a lot better. Our practice habits have gotten a lot better. And I think just overall our chemistry as a team has gotten a lot better. We're having a lot more fun, working harder, and just doing everything the right way, I guess. And I think that's a big factor in our win, the third meeting over Granite.
And then you guys are currently riding a 9-game win streak. From your perspective, what do you think your team has been doing so well to kind of keep that consistency night in and night out?
I think playing a simple game of hockey. I think the biggest thing I guess our coaches have been hard on us about, Coach Shannon and Coach Jonathan, is just playing simple, getting pucks deep, getting pucks behind defensemen, and just working really hard. Just outworking teams, outcompeting teams. And I think that's been the biggest thing is we've had a lot of guys and pretty much everyone on the team buy into this. And since we bought into it, it's been great. It's something we like to call the sand in the way. You don't win 7 national championships by accident. We all have bought into that and we all love it. And I think that's the biggest factor of our 9-game win streak.
And as you guys look to continue that tonight, what do you think is the biggest thing that your team needs to do to kind of replicate that success and continue it to 10?
I think the biggest thing against Granite for us that killed us in the first 2 games, we just have to stay out of the penalty box. I think they have a really good power play. We have a good kill, but I believe they're around almost 40% on the power play, which is really good. So if we can stay out of the box, just keep our heads on straight and not do anything stupid, I think if we just keep playing our way, keep playing the simple hockey, that we'll be able to get another win tonight and keep the win streak alive.
We'll now hear from Granite City forward Eli Tiernan on what the message was to the room to get the Jacks back on track after being swept.
The message was we need a full 60 for sure. Against the Moose on last Saturday, we kind of had a bad start, let up 3 goals in the first. And then with Wednesday's game, we kind of came out a little flat, but we picked it back up and got the win.
And last season and this season, you guys have kind of established a rivalry with the Moose. What do you think kind of makes these games so intense?
We both got good players, and they got a lot of good players, and we're both skilled, we're both intense. We hate playing there, they hate playing here. That's pretty much it.
And with you guys facing off again tonight, how does it feel for your team to kind of get a crack at them right away? And what do you think is the biggest thing that your team needs to accomplish tonight to come out victorious?
Yeah, we for sure need a good start. He was praising that all year too. We've had some slow starts, but if we have a good start, should set them out back. And then defensively too, we've kind of struggled defensively this year, so that'll help for sure too.
Despite having a lighter schedule, we've still got plenty of action around the league all weekend long. This includes a Frontier Division battle between Helena and Great Falls, and over in the Central, we'll see if Rochester can snap West Bend's 12-game win streak. Be sure to catch these matchups and plenty more on NATV, and as a reminder, all 12 games tonight will be free as part of our Black Friday special. If you're curious about the live stats and scores, take a look at our website, and as always, follow along on social media.